Hello everyone and welcome to my November favourites video. So November has definitely been a very up and down month for me. So obviously right in the middle of November I had my holiday and I had a really good time on my holiday. I saw some amazing new places and I got some time to myself and just some time to sit and think and reflect on my life, I guess, and I really appreciated that. And then since I've come home from my holiday, for various reasons, my emotions have been all over the place. I've been quite stressed with adult things, which of course are never fun, but they're things that need to be done. So it's definitely been a real roller coaster ride for me this November, but I have actually been enjoying quite a few things which I'm obviously going to share with you guys now. So I would be ridiculous by not starting this video by telling you guys that my favourite music released this month is definitely Taylor Swift's new album Reputation, because it is so good and I have had it on repeat pretty much non-stop since the 10th of November, which is when it came out. I know at the moment you do have to buy it in order to be able to listen to it in full, because I know it's not on Spotify or any other streaming platforms, I don't think, but it's so worth it. It really is. Obviously if you're already a Taylor fan you have probably already got it and listened to it, but even if you're just like Taylor curious, I would probably recommend it as well, because there's not a single track on that album that I personally dislike. It's quite different from certainly her last album 1989 and very different from her previous albums. I'm not entirely sure whether it is my favourite Taylor album. I think Red is probably still my favourite, but Reputation is so good. Standout tracks for me are Getaway Car, which is about her relationship with Tom Hiddleston, and that's just so catchy and so addictive. It just keeps playing on and on in your head even after it's finished. And I also really love Call It What You Want, which is about her current relationship, because it's just so beautiful and romantic and it just makes me cry every time. I love this happy Taylor. I know that she is really good at doing those kind of really angsty, angry breakup songs, but I love happy Taylor so much. So they're definitely my two favourites. I know I mentioned in my last monthly favourites video that I really love Gorgeous too, and I really love Gorgeous because I can very much fully relate to it. I also really love a song called Endgame, which features Ed Sheeran, who is another one of my favourite artists, and I love the whole Taylor Ed friendship thing, and I love when they collaborate, and it's just so good. I also really like a song called Delicate, which I think is quite popular with a lot of Taylor fans because it's got a very awesome hook and amazing lyrics. Again, I also really love a song called Dress, which is very sexy and very pretty, and I really love that too. But honestly, there is not a single track on Reputation that I don't like, so please listen to it if you haven't already. The next thing I'm going to talk about is a Netflix TV series which I'm pretty sure the entire world has watched this month, and that is of course the second season of Stranger Things, and I was a massive fan of the first season. I loved it so much and I was really interested to see how they were going to carry it on, and I was not disappointed at all. There were a lot of new characters, well not a lot but quite a few new characters who have come in, and they're really interesting. There's also a lot of big character developments in the existing characters as well, which I really loved. It was so strange, quite creepy at times, very emotional at times as well, and it's just so addictive. I honestly think it's the most binge-worthy Netflix series out there. I really recommend, if you haven't watched Stranger Things, watch it from the beginning and I'm sure that you will love it as much as everyone else. I'm really interested to see where they go with season 3 now as well, because the way that ended, there is definitely going to be a third season, so I'm really excited about that too. The next thing I want to tell you about is a Netflix film that I discovered this month. So I've never really heard anyone talk about this film, and I'd never heard of it before. I just saw it come up on my suggested watches on Netflix. It's called I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, and it's a horror film, and it's very creepy, but it's very subtly creepy. So it follows the story of a young girl who goes to be a live-in nurse for a retired horror author who has Alzheimer's, and it quickly becomes apparent that this house is haunted, and this woman's influences for her novels become very obviously about her house and its spiritual inhabitants. For example, she keeps calling the nurse Polly, even though that's not her name, and she later discovers that Polly is the protagonist of her most well-known novel. And it's just so creepy, but it's so beautifully creepy, and it's not gory, and it's not the kind of sort of jump scary kind of horror. It's just very beautifully done, and I want to say it's almost like a sort of literary horror film. It's almost like a Shirley Jackson story. If you've ever read any Shirley Jackson, I think you'd really love I'm the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, because it's almost like an adaptation of a Shirley Jackson story that was never written, if you know what I mean. It's just very beautifully done, and I would definitely recommend it if it sounds like your sort of thing, and if it is available on your Netflix local region. So yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is a TV series that we have here in the UK, and if you can get a hold of it, I really, really recommend it. It's called Robot Wars, and it's actually been recently revived because it was very, very popular in the UK here in the 90s, and I loved it when I was a kid, and it's recently been revived, and I really love the new series. So basically, it's just where people from all over the country spend a lot of time and a lot of money building these robots, and then they just battle them in this huge arena, and it's just so fun and really, really addictive. And if you can get hold of it, it's obviously incredibly nerdy, but I just really, really love it. And essentially that is exactly what it is. It's just robots smashing each other up, but it's so fun, and you just get really invested in the teams and the stories behind the teams and how they came to build the robots and stuff like that. And it's just so good. I honestly can't say any more about it, but yeah, definitely watch Robot Wars if you haven't already. The next thing I want to show you is actually a item of clothing that I came across in New Look this month, and I saw it. I went in there for something completely different. I think I went in there for something as basic as tights or something like that, and I saw this top hanging up like just by the door, and I knew that I was not going to walk out of that shop without this top in my bag. And it is this one here. It's this really lovely red tartan one, and I do have it, but it's in the wash right now, and I felt that this showing a picture of it from the website is probably the best way I could get in order to show you the true beauty of it. But it's really lovely red tartan, very autumnal and very comfortable as well. You can see it's it got like a peplum hem there, which is very flattering if you are tummy conscious like I am, and it's also got like little embroidered flowers, which I don't know whether you can see right on there, but it's just so lovely, really lovely, with just a pair of jeans and obviously like Converse or something like that. I took it with me on holiday, and I did wear it a couple of times while I was away, and I can't wait to wear it a little bit more because it's a really lovely versatile top. And I do have a lot of tartan stuff anyway, which you probably know if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, but I just thought it was really pretty. It's about £24.99 full price, but actually if you buy it today, which is Cyber Monday, you get 25% off the New Look website. So if you are watching this video with time in order to get that offer, I definitely recommend it. It is quite expensive, but it's just so versatile and the kind of thing you'll wear again and again. It's just so pretty. So yeah. The next thing I want to talk about is a chocolate bar that I came across in Vienna this month, and it is this flavour of Milka. It's Milka Wave, so it's not like the traditional chocolate squares, it's like a big sort of wavy bar, but it's milk and white chocolate with these really lovely little crispy caramel balls on it. And basically I found this like spa co-op type shop in Vienna, and there was just like shelves and shelves of all these different flavours of Milka. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to pick here. So I just picked a couple of flavours, but of the flavours I tried, this was definitely my favourite. And I've never seen this in the UK, so I don't know which countries it's available in or anything like that. But if you ever see this flavour of Milka, know that it is delicious. I loved it so much, and I know that if I ever see it in the UK, I'm just gonna like buy it in bulk because it was just so nice. So yeah, definitely. I don't even know exactly what this flavour is called because it's all in like German or something on there, but yeah, if you ever see this wrapper, then please know that what's inside is really yummy. So yeah. The next thing I want to show you guys is actually something that I found in a Costa Coffee in Budapest in Hungary, and it is the unicorn hot chocolate. And I knew that as soon as I saw this as an item on the menu, I was going to have it. It's actually white hot chocolate that has been dyed pink and then topped with whipped cream and then like rainbow coloured Smarties on the top, and it's so delicious. I worked out that it's about £3.30 worth of Hungarian forints. So it is obviously more expensive than your normal hot chocolates or your normal coffee shop drinks. And it's obviously like a novelty drink, and I don't know which other countries do it, but we definitely don't have it here in the UK, and Hungary is definitely the only country I've been to where I've seen it. This is my picture of it from my Instagram, so you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen this exact picture before, but it's so nice. If you ever see it on a menu in a Costa, please try it, because it's just really lovely, really pretty to look at as well, but really lovely tasting and very nice and warming and sweet. So yeah. And the last thing I want to show you guys is a beauty product that I came across this month, and it is the Aussie Hair Deep Treatment 3-Minute Miracle Stop the Break Conditioner. So I was looking amongst the shelves in Boots this month for something to help me with my split ends, because I do suffer with split ends, because obviously I blow dry my hair regularly. I also straighten my hair quite regularly as well, so it is subject to heat damage quite a lot, and I'm trying to grow my hair because I've always liked having long hair, and I do want to grow it a little bit more, and I don't want to shell out for a trip to a hair salon right now to get it all trimmed and styled properly. So I was looking for an at-home treatment for split ends and just something to encourage hair growth, and I came across this, and the girl in the shop said that it was really good, and I've been using this with the accompanying Aussie Hair Stop the Break shampoo. So basically what I do is while I'm having a shower, I wash my hair with the Stop the Break shampoo, and then I wash the shampoo out, and then I put a little splodge of this on the tips of my hair while it's still wet, and then I drag that little splodge all the way up my hair until it gets to the roots, and then I just leave it there for 3 minutes. And I actually time the 3 minutes just by counting, because I don't like having anything electrical in the bathroom while there's water around. So I'm probably timing it really like inaccurate 3 minutes. But I have actually noticed a real difference in the health of my hair since I've been using it. I mean, I don't know, it might be completely psychological, but I think this stuff really works if you do suffer with damaged hair due to heat damage. So yeah, I've been using this, as I said, pretty much every other day this month, because that's how often I wash my hair, and I think it really works. So yeah, definitely recommend this if you are looking for something to help with split ends or damaged hair. And that is it for my November favourites. What things have you been loving this month? Please let me know. I will leave all of my social media in the description down below. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye bye!